So I just took Omar for nearly an hour walk, 48 minutes. We met that woman who I told you last time has a little toy Yorkie. And we also met, the toy Yorkie is only 2 years old, but we also met the one she's had for 13 years, the Chihuahua, named Diablo. I told you guys this already, but I hadn't met him. I'd only heard about him and heard about his name. I asked about him, and they get along great, etc. And I have to be careful with Omar because the toy Yorkie is just this tiny little thing. Omar's not used to any dog smaller than him. Even the Chihuahua was smaller than him, okay? The Chihuahua was on the small side of Chihuahuas. I've seen bigger Chihuahuas, but, he's also 13 years old, so. We walked for 48 minutes from 3:54 to 4:42. I'm going to be watching the 5 o'clock news and eating. I haven't eaten anything today. I only had my apple cider vinegar and water. That's it. I didn't quite finish that, almost. That's because I slept today. I figured out if I made like an hour video, that last video was like an hour before I took him for a walk then. And as you saw, he wasn't crying. He wanted to go back under the covers. He didn't care about anything. So, but anyway, we got home. It's beautiful out. I don't know the exact degrees. I say hi to everybody. I told you I say hi to everybody. So I saw that woman again. I told her, I'm so happy. I hate winter in New England. I'm so happy it's over. I'm like, tomorrow it's going to be 60. It's supposed to rain, but it's at least supposed to be 60. And I asked people, do you know what degrees it is? They go, oh, I think it's like in the 50s. I'm like, wow, it's so beautiful. So we get home, right? We get home, and coming in the opposite direction, there's a significant amount of my mom's yard that has grass, right? So I look, Omar, we can see grass in the front yard for the first time. We already went in the backyard yesterday, by the way, at the end of our walk. You can only go a certain distance, and then there's all snow, and it's still relatively deep. Well, in the front yard, it's not super deep, but it's deep enough, and so we go in the grass, and he realizes, oh my God, I can't get to the door. He wants to come home and eat. He's like, I can't get to the door. He starts going in the snow. I'm like, no, I'm just showing you that the grass is, at least we can see grass again in my mom's front yard, a significant portion, but it doesn't lead to the house. And he was going to go in the snow. And I'm like, it would have been past my ankles. I mean, I'm not going to step in the snow in my sneakers. And he wouldn't have liked it either. It was still a little deep in spots. He would have been able to do it, I'm sure, but he would have been, fuck this. He didn't realize. Because if he had first stepped in the snow, he could see it's a little. I didn't test the theory. I don't know how far he would have gone. He probably would have gone a certain part and then cried. Realized he couldn't go anymore without being deeper or whatnot. But I was just showing him the grass. There was like a big enough portion where it wasn't, we could finally see grass in my mom's front yard again for the first time in months. But it still is not completely melted. It melted in a huge spot, and we could get halfway to the house. And he was going to go through the snow to get to the house the rest of the way, and it was like another 10 feet. And I'm like, Omar, and I'm not going to step in the snow, even if he wants to. It would have been, like I said, it's deep enough, and my sneakers would have gone up to my ankles. Not snow, and it might even be a little deeper in other spots, but he didn't know. To him, you don't turn around and go back around like we wound up doing, because I'm the smart human and he's the dumb dog. He was going to go straight through to the house. He knew it's the house. He knows the front porch. He knows he gets to come inside. He was going to trudge through the snow, but I'm not. And I don't think he realized what he was doing. He stepped into it, and he was going to keep going, but what he didn't realize, it got a little bit deeper the farther along we went. So I'm like, no, we're not going this way. I'm just showing you. I walked as far as we could to reach the snow. I was showing him. It was like it was like 5, maybe 6 feet across, and it went like 10 feet down or something, but that's not my mom's whole yard in the front. And to get the rest of the way, we would have had to go another 10 or more feet, and no, we're not doing that. I guarantee you, I'm looking, it would have got a little deeper, Omar. So we turned back and just went around, Silly pug dog. I'm going to watch the 5 o'clock news. The 5, the 5:30, and the 6 are all the same. The reason I'm doing that, I haven't eaten all day. I slept all day while my mom was gone. I slept deep. I slept soundly. I didn't wake up. Safe. She left a little after 9, and I woke up around 2:30. I don't know what time I woke up because I immediately created a video, but the video was like an hour then, and then it was 3:30. Then I woke up at about 2:30. So I slept deeply, slept soundly. Again, you're not getting these videos till after the fact, but I'm telling you, I'm going to try to go tomorrow. I know that I need to. I know that I'm playing a dangerous game with my financial life, and I need to go tomorrow and mail this like a foreman. Something I've obviously didn't want to do until I talked to my therapist. My as of unknown to me therapist. They'll always take you back. People quit therapy all the time. People go to new therapists. People have things happen, or they can't deal with the therapy. It gets intense, and they leave. They come back. I mean, that's just human nature. That just, So we walked 48 minutes, Omar. It was nice. And we said hi to people. I said hi to people. He met just those two. It's very windy out, but it's beautiful. I didn't need hat, didn't need clothes. I unbuttoned my coat. Like I said, I'm going to take off tomorrow. I'm not going to wear my winter coat. It's supposed to be 60 degrees. Will I wear a sweater? Of course. I'll wear a sweater and an extra sweater I'll bring, and that will be warm enough. I do not need my winter coat tomorrow. There's no way I need my winter coat. I have that cool mock leather jacket my mom bought me at Macy's that time when she bought me those clothes. Remember the clothes that she wanted to buy me, since she has a significant nest egg in the bank. We're not just talking like $5,000 or $10,000. We're talking a significant amount. But of course, this is when Auntie's my enemy. Auntie can't stand me, so my mom's afraid to spend a penny on me. Afraid to hide it, pretend it was my mom buying it when it was buying clothes for herself, which could be the case because I get all discounts. I get such huge discounts that the stuff what my mom spent could easily be what she bought for herself if she didn't have discounts. At Macy's, I get the Wow Pass. I get different kinds. I get stuff on sale, and then you get the Wow Pass, the extra 15-20% off. I mean, I get huge discounts on everything at Macy's. I find bargains. I won't buy anything full price. And I found out something's on that jacket. I think it's machine washable. I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but remember, it was in the storage unit, and who knows. I'll wear it anyway. I'll wear it anyway because it's nice. And I'm going to wear my stretchy pants. These jeans I'm still wearing, even though they have a giant hole in the ass. I can't wear them and take my coat off. So that I can wear them to walk home, or I can wear them when I'm washing my other stuff. But I'm going to wear I haven't worn my stretchy pants all winter. So I'm going to wear my stretchy pants, The ones my friends are like, are those Rockstar jeans you bought that time when you were in the shelter? I'm like, oh God, no. Those things disintegrated that I got at Old Navy. Proof that, I don't know, that I don't buy stuff at Old Navy, and those jeans didn't really last, so you tell me. I'm not going to sit here and say all clothes you buy at Old Navy are not made very well, but those jeans didn't last me. So no, they're INC. They were rather expensive for Macy's. Still on sale, but I like them. They're INC, slim, light spandex, but not mostly spandex, mostly cotton with a little bit of spandex. I paid a good amount for them because I wanted them. I'm going to wear them tomorrow. Eight minutes. I need to go. I'm going to watch the news, see if that guy who was taken off life support at the Brutal Barbie, if he died. Sick world we live in on Mars. Just don't know. Anything can happen. Any day can be your last. Because people just are nuts, and a lot of people are just on edge, and you look at them wrong. And I have a temper. I told you, I swear, and stick my middle finger up at cars that almost hit me when I'm following all the traffic signals. Especially in LA when I was walking Omar. But I don't have to have Omar with me for me to swear and scream and stick my middle finger up. And you do that to the wrong person, and you can enrage them, and they can speed up and kill you, run you over. I do it anyway. I take the risk, and I do it almost without even thinking, you know. I just get so mad at people who just act like pedestrians don't exist. People driving cars act like pedestrians don't exist. And I'm fully aware that there are tons of pedestrians out there that act like the cars don't exist, but I'm not one of those pedestrians, see? So, not even remotely. Even when I have my music in my ears, I am aware of what I'm doing. Particularly when it comes to... Now, can I make a mistake with my music blasted in my ear and driveways and stuff like that someone could be pulling out? Of course, and I have. But I'm talking about walk signals, walk signals where you're supposed to, you know, or even ones that there's no light, but you're supposed to let the pedestrian cross anyway, or regular lights, stuff like that. I follow all the traffic signals. And here in Massachusetts, just for the record, they don't. They do in LA. You get jaywalking tickets and stuff in LA. And I had my mom's friend was making fun of me when I'm just watching her cross like major but major intersection, this, that, whatever, and not going to the lights. And she's like, that's what everyone does around here, Laura. You know, the police don't do what they do in LA. And I had friends in the shelter tell me the same damn thing, you know. So I looked like an idiot, refusing to do what everybody else was doing. I didn't care. I still did it. Once in a while, I followed their lead, you know, or I followed them. So if they're doing it, you know, but I won't do it on my own. But most of the time I didn't. Even though here in Massachusetts, apparently you don't have to cross on crosswalks or lights or whatever. You can just cross when you feel like it, and the police don't do anything. In LA, it's not like that, and I was used to it being in LA, so, for all those years. Capiche? Capiche, Mr. Lupado? Mama's hungry! Mama has her regular vegetable that she added onions to, onion soup to eat, and Mama has flax and chia in it. I can even add more hemp. I could even add spelt flour. I think I might do that after I read that magazine where anything like that can add fiber, and then you get more fiber, you get more bang for your buck. What else? And I can have my oatmeal. Oh, and I have my eggs. I cooked up last night. I was hungry. I don't know why I was still hungry. It was getting late and I was still hungry. So I'm like, I'm going to eat some of it. I'm still actually physically hungry. So I cooked up 4 of my organic eggs. They're small. And with the leftover spinach and mushrooms from the other night, I didn't have the spinach and mushrooms. I had a little bit of the eggs on top of one piece of Ezekiel flax bread that I love. You know, with my mom's Earth Balance butter that's soy, made out of soy. It's not made out of dairy at all. And it's completely vegan. She discovered it and likes it, so, you know. A lot of times Stop & Shop doesn't have the organic butter, plus the organic butter is more expensive, but... and I have that. So most of the eggs plus the spinach and mushrooms, I might have that first. I might make a cup of cocoa mojo with regular organic equally changed cocoa. As I haven't eaten all day. And watch the news and relax. And that's what I'm going to do. Again, you're going to get these videos after the fact. But I'll label them in order, so you can watch them in order and know how my mind's been thinking, know how I've been progressing, and what, etc., etc. Progressing in my thought process, you know, as each new thing pops up in the news, or each new thing upsets me, or each new thing I call social, you know what I mean? I'll label them, so watch them in order. You know, if you're people who actually want to watch my videos, I'll make sure you know what order they went in, okay? Bye-bye.